Just to make a post, not intended to anyone. I'm just making a post. You know, I was in Mandeville just a while ago, so I was coming up in the town where I was stopped in the town, you know. I have my seatbelt and everything checked still, so officer said, good morning. I said, good morning. He said, we are doing a spot check in regards to the road safety and the road act. So can you produce your vehicle documents them and your driver's license? So I give him the vehicle documents them, I give him my driver's license and him ask for the road license and him check them. He said, you're not working. I said, no son, I really work with the officer. Just so grab two little items for the house, you know. The little things to me and the youths them. So I said, alright. And then they smile, you know. So I'm coming down now. And I say, the officer said he might do a spot check up on road safety and road act. So you don't know. Him check my vehicle documents them. The other one look around the car, that means I look for me tire them to see if me tire them. Alright. Anyway, me in a work still and you don't know. I just look a shopping me go do and him see that too. So him not applying no pressure or him not say nothing to me, him just allow me to go. So here what me I say. On behalf of the Road Safety Act, who do we held responsible for them things there? On behalf of the Road Safety Act, when police stop we are road, you know, then check for vehicle. So them a check for safety. And them a check on behalf of the Road Safety Act. So on behalf of the Road Safety Act, who do we held responsible for these things? Somebody tell me, we as the public should have somebody where we held responsible for these things on behalf of the Road Safety Act. We get pressure every day a road as motorists. We get pressure every day a road as motorists for our vehicle for safe for them on the road, our vehicle for up to date for them on the road. But who do we pressure on behalf of the Road Safety Act? Look on the road. And you see this a piece of road, this a piece of stretcher. Did you know that taximan withdraw their service for this last year? Did you know that the people them block the road for this last year? And right now, see that this year, it still stand the same way. So on behalf of the Road Safety Act, who we held responsible?
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what Guan, a blessed and wonderful Wednesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. So I got to kick it off this morning over there in the western parish of Trelawny, where detectives assigned to the Falmouth Criminal Investigation Branch on Tuesday named this man who is reportedly wanted for knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of a man in the parish of Trelawny. Now this man presently on your screen has since been identified as Akeem Frame. What a very interesting last name. But guess what, my Akeem? The frame actually fit you this morning. Yeah, man. He's otherwise known as Chubby in the criminal underworld. He's said to be from a Peel Street address in Falmouth, and he also frequents the Hague community in the parish. Now, the Falmouth police is stating that Akeem Frame is most definitely wanted for knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of this man presently on your screen. Now, this man on your screen has since been identified as Kemar Williams, otherwise known as Kenny in the streets. Now that fatal knockings and clappings of Kemar Williams, otherwise known as Kenny, was committed on Monday, July 31st of this year. Now for those who missed that vlog, this is what actually took place. So according to the police report, sometime about 1:10 a.m. on the day in question, Williams was at his housing scheme sitting in his Mazda premises motor car when residents heard loud explosions. According to the report, Williams drove off a short distance after the explosions before he lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into a wall. Citizens alerted the police, and upon the arrival of the police, the victim was found partially hanging from the car with a bullet can to his back. The police transported the injured man to the Falmouth Hospital, where he was pronounced you know what. Now, this man is said to be the trigger man, and now he's listed as wanted. So to you, the regular members of Chan Public out there, if you don't know this criminal element here present on your screen, identified as Akeem Frame, but more popularly known as Chubbing at the Streets, link the authorities and make them know where they go scoop him up. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger. Give the information, and that bit of information will most definitely be passed on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah, man. Now over there in the neighboring parish of Senton, the Garden Parish, boy, me I tell you, the man them coming like a weed whacker in a garden. Man them a deal with the thing a certain type of way. Now detectives assigned to the Senton Criminal Investigation Branch have listed these two men as wanted for serious crimes committed in their police division. They have since been identified by their names as Kemar Matthews, otherwise known as Bitter or Bibi. He's wanted for knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of a man and wounding with intent of a man also. The next man, Javan Simpson, is said to be wanted for a wounding with intent and a never machete him use for inflict that wound at the good old chopstick where them use to knock it and clap it pan we the regular members of Chan Public. Yeah, man. And the police are stating to you two wanted men that you are to report to the police by 6 p.m. today, Wednesday, September 20. And in failure of you doing so, Officer Yeman Pick and team will be sent your way. And we all know for sure how that is going to play out. Is either walk out or chalk out, depending on how you deal with the situation. Yeah, man. Now over there, the neighboring parish of St. Mary, a female student was attacked, knifed up over 20 times in the parish by a man said to be of unsound mind. Just recently, a next man who is said to be of unsound mind totally destroyed a NCB bank in Port Maria, and the residents pounced upon him and beat him bad. Now another man of unsound mind knife up the people them girl pitney come from school. The thing rough. The government really need to do something about these mentally challenged men and women on the street, especially the ones who are said to be violent. Now the female student is of a Orokobesa High School in the parish of St. Mary. She was reportedly attacked and knifed up multiple times by the man. The student was knifed up in her neck, back, both hands, feet, foot, leg, thigh, buttocks, you name it. The man knife her up all over her body. The police have since apprehended the mentally challenged male, who is presently in the custody of the police at the Orokobesa police lockups. So information reaching on the Spot News Media is that the teen was walking along the roadway when she was attacked by the man. Following the attack, she was assisted to the Port Barrier Hospital where she got treatment and is said to be unresponsive, sadly, and is in very much a critical condition. So let's pause for a second and just offer a quick prayer for that innocent child. And I do hope for her speedy recovery. Really sad indeed. Now over there in the neighboring parish of Portland, a man used this fishing gun here to spear a man in his neck, and now he's behind bars in the custody of the Portland police. Now, this took place along Long Road in Portland Tuesday morning. The injured man, who the police stated that is 59 years of age, had to be hospitalized after the spear from the fishing gun had reportedly lodged in his neck. Reports are that sometime about 9 a.m., the now injured man and another man had a domestic dispute. And during the altercation, the police stated that he was speared in the neck from the fishing gun. He was, however, rushed by residents to the Port Antonio Hospital, where he was admitted. Police stated that after receiving the report about the incident, they went to the community where the spearing occurred. And following an initial investigation, the suspect was arrested and taken into custody for questioning about that incident, which could have seriously been fatal. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps. Sometimes we can push some people, especially when they're in a them vulnerable state or them drunken state, too far. And we push them, forget a little laughter. And then tragedy struck, and then we see him one we push them has become remorseful because the person is either a close friend or a family. Now over there in the parish of Clarendon, this man presently on your screen, said to be known as Haggler in the streets, is no longer among the land of the living. Why? Look at this picture. He's presently drinking a bottle containing alcohol and drinking it raw, as I can see. He was being boosted like a can of supplement by his friends and family members to drink the bottle containing the alcohol content until it finishes. And then he will be rewarded a sum of $20,000. So they took light of the situation, not remembering many others like him, or not thinking that he would literally lose his life from consuming that much alcohol in such a quick time. They did not take into consideration alcohol poisoning. Everyone was just there for the laughter and for the videoing for their TikTok or their Instagram page. And now this man has lost his life and no longer among the land of the living. And now the same persons that offered that $20,000 are now in mourning because they can't believe, they're in shock that he actually died in the hospital. Now, people of Jamaica, we have to be mindful of these things and stop taking light of certain situations and stop using people for your own cheap laughter, so to speak, a moment of enjoyment or a moment of fun, as you may call it, in their vulnerable state. Because they only did that because they saw that he was vulnerable, he was drunk, and they just pushed him to the extent where he tipped over, basically, and is no longer among the land of the living. So I just want to take this time out, though, to offer condolences to the bereaved families and friends of Hagla who passed because of excess consummation of a strong alcoholic beverage. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.